Do you want to share your name? You don't have to.
No.
Yeah.
No, I go by Almond Milk.
Almond Milk.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So why are you out here?
I'm out here to fight fascist Nazis every day until they leave. And I said I'll go home when they go home.
Yeah. So you're passionate.
I'm very passionate. I was radicalized since I was a child. I came down here the first day just to observe. And then immediately I saw injustice happen, and I've been on the front lines ever since because it re-radicalized me, as it tends to happen.
Can you tell me a bit about your childhood, like why you got into politics? And
well, I am a black person, obviously, that grew up with a white family in a predominantly white neighborhood, and so that kind of changed my perspective on things, and I had to learn who I was by myself very early. So constantly growing up, watching the injustices happen to black people, learning about slavery, it radicalizes you. But then as you grow up and you realize that you were told lies your whole life, and you have to relearn your education or relearn the history, it re-radicalizes you. And so that's kind of it. I kind of went off topic, but
no, that's really good. So part of why I've noticed you is you're very funny.
Thank you.
Is that part of how you get your message across? Is like trolling or like making?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's funny. I've never really considered myself a troll, but I guess that is kind of what I do.
It's just funny.
Yes, I just like to talk shit. Like, I'm actually in my normal life a really sweet person.
Right.
But then it's like I just come here and you just deserve all the shit talked to you because you're a bad person. Like,
right.
But like there's a difference between being a bad person and just being an evil person, and what ICE is doing is absolutely evil. So they're gonna hear the worst of the worst from me, and sometimes even I'm like, whoa, that's too far, and I gotta tone it back a little bit. But
so Portland's very white, as we know.
Yes.
You're one of the only black people out here. How do you feel about that?
And that's okay. So that's why I came down and observed at first. I was like, I'm not sure if my white comrades are going to have my back if something happens to me. And then I saw out here were the crazy white people, and I was like, yeah, like they'll have my back for sure. It can be uncomfortable, but at the same time, I have that privilege of being able to talk to the people of color that are on the other side. And so I remind them that their ancestors would be deported, they'd be disappointed and also deported. But I also am able to remind them of history. Hey, this is what Malcolm X would think about you. And I think I have a benefit of being one of the only people of color that can talk to the other people of color, also including calling them race traitors, because they absolutely are. So,
do you feel safe being out here?
No, I'm constantly paranoid. I am safe surrounded by my people, Antifa. They keep me safe, but these MAGA supporters, I'm constantly worried that they're going to shoot the place up.
Yeah, so it's kind of new, right? Over the past month and a half or something?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Is the violence going up, or is it just the same?
I've only been coming for about like 3.5 weeks every night. The violence has ramped up, but I've seen videos of here that I didn't even know they were protesting, and the violence was insane. So it kind of differs from day to day.
Right.
No Kings was terrible. They hit me in the back of the head with one of those little flash bombs that go on fire afterwards.
So DHS.
Yeah, DHS. So ICE agents hit me in the back of the head with a fire bomb, and then they went all up and down my body with pepper balls. And I think a big part of that is because of how vocal I am about my dislike for them. And so they were definitely targeting me. So it is scary in terms of, I think that they will target certain people, especially like the MAGA supporters will dox you if they know who you are. And so for me, like, that's why I wear my mask. At first I wasn't wearing my mask, but then all these MAGA supporters started coming down here, I had to be a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, fair. Definitely want to protect yourself. So what is your message to ICE? Like, what do you want them to hear from you?
We're on a floating rock. These lines were made up, these country lines, by awful people. At the end of the day, we're all just humans. It's really not that serious for you guys to be tearing families apart, making children scared to go to school, wondering if their parents will be home when they get there or not. And I think that, unfortunately, what we're lacking is empathy and sympathy. And I think it's really important that we put each other in the opposite shoes. And so I think I don't know. I think that there will be two pages in the history books, and we'll both be on different sides. What side of the book do you want to be on?
That's a very good way to put it. And it makes me think, like, what do you think the other side, why are they out here? What do they want?
They want to agitate and take away from the movement, what we're doing. It works. It works really well. But also, I think that their personalities just aren't interesting enough to get views on their own, so they have to come and watch us. But I think they're just so filled with hate, but I also think it comes down to ignorance and not being educated. And so I do have sympathy for them, for sure, because some of them I can bring their parents down here, and I see where it comes from. You know, you're not born with hatred; you're raised that way, and so it's like a generational thing. Yeah.
I love how you talk about history and politics. It's really good. Maybe we could talk again. Almond, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for talking. Good to talk to you.
Likewise.
Thank you.